Hey bio team. So if you guys think back to chemistry class, you'll remember that in order for a chemical reaction to occur, the reactant molecules literally have to collide with each other in order to react. We call that the collision theory of reactions. And so the fact that molecules have to randomly bump into each other in order to react poses a bit of a challenge for living organisms, because living organisms often need their biological chemical reactions to happen quickly so that their cells can adapt quickly to a rapidly changing environment. And so when reactant molecules are spread out over wide open spaces, they're less likely to hit each other. They're less likely to collide, and reactions tend to happen slower. However, if the reactants are grouped together into smaller compartments, the reactions can happen a lot faster. The reactant molecules are much more likely to collide. And so in order to group these molecules together into compartments, cells will use membranes. And it's the job of a membrane is to compartmentalize the molecules. And when we say the word compartmentalize, we just mean that the membranes will group certain molecules into certain compartments with each other. So many of the different organelles inside of the cell will compartmentalize only molecules that they need in order to do their job. So for instance, the nuclear membrane, whose job it is to store nucleic acids, will compartmentalize the nucleotides needed to synthesize those nucleic acids. The rough endoplasmic reticulum, which has the ribosomes for synthesizing proteins, will compartmentalize amino acids and other enzymes needed for protein synthesis. The smooth ER, which has the job of synthesizing lipids, will compartmentalize the molecules needed for lipids. Lysosomes will tend to compartmentalize hydrolytic enzymes. There's a bit of a typo here, but they'll compartmentalize the molecules needed to break down other molecules. The chloroplast will compartmentalize the molecules needed to photosynthesize glucose. And the mitochondrial membrane will compartmentalize molecules needed to do aerobic respiration, the molecules needed to phosphorylate ADP back into ATP. And so again, each membrane around each of these organelles will allow through those molecules that are just needed to do that organelle's job. The idea being that it'll make their reactions happen a lot faster. So aerobic respiration reactions can happen a lot faster if the mitochondria only lets in the molecules needed to do aerobic respiration. And the chloroplast will be able to do photosynthesis reactions a lot faster if the chloroplast membrane only allows in the molecules needed to do photosynthesis. And the same holds true for all of these. And that's it. At this point, you guys have some practice problems. We'll see you next class.